Your word is your wand. In the next 10 seconds, hear this clearly. Law is the sacred order that responds to your spoken word. Luck is just blind chance we project our hopes onto. This video isn't about hitting the jackpot. It's a blueprint for manifestation. So money arrives to the right person in the right way at the right time, under grace and in perfect ways. You probably know the feeling of waiting for a miracle refreshing your banking app, holding your breath at bill time, whispering, "Maybe I'll get lucky." Florence Scovel Shinn reminds us, God doesn't roll dice. The universe isn't random. Law isn't vague mysticism. It's Spirit's precise response to an authoritative decree. When you speak rightly without shaking, without bargaining, reality takes the order. And the lottery ticket in today's story, only a metaphor for a doorway. You're not chasing numbers, you're commanding matter to align with sacred order. So why are we still obsessed with luck? Because we keep agreeing with the language of lack. I'm not the chosen type. Shinn's lens is simple. Words aren't for complaining, they're for establishing. Every time you repeat, "This is hard," you sign a contract with scarcity. Every time you say, "I receive right supply," now you initial the document of abundance. The law registers the difference. Are you speaking as a hoper or as one who has received? Set your expectation correctly from the start. We're not hunting a random ticket. We're training the state of a steward of grace. Shift. I wish I had money too. I am the channel through which money must flow under grace and in perfect ways. See why expectation differs from hope, why denial clears fear, before affirmation plants a new seed, and why body, mind, word must line up so you receive without shock, guilt, or self-sabotage. In short, here's the map. See, speak, receive. See with the eye of faith, not flimsy fantasy, but chosen focus. Speak with authority, not rote recitation, but command under grace. Receive with a ready embodiment posture, breath, and small daily money decisions. When these three loops close, money rarely comes from a single ticket. It flows through many lawful channels, contracts, repaid debts, career openings, gifts, and the right ideas at the right time. That's manifestation, not gambling. If you're quietly nodding, let Shinn stamp one line on your mind. I do not limit God by seeing limitation. You don't have to squeeze the universe into your schedule. You only need to stop colluding with limiting language. From this moment on, add the ethical safeguard to every money declaration under grace and in perfect ways for your good and for the good of all concerned. Next up, 5 practical keys. 1. Replace luck with law in daily speech. 2. Shift into an already won identity. 3. Dissolve the fear of money arriving fast. 4. Pair the law of expectation with the law of substitution. And 5. Embody abundance in small, concrete moves. Stay with me because one right sentence today can open a new cycle of supply, gentle, lawful, sustainable, true to the spirit of Florence Scovel Shinn. All comes to me under grace and in perfect ways. Your word is your wand. When we lean on luck, we hand our destiny to randomness. When we speak law, we set our words on a spiritual track where response follows authorized language. Quick note, so no one gets it twisted. The lottery here is a metaphor. What follows isn't number guessing. It's a demonstration formula, so money and supply arrive to the right person in the right way at the right time, under grace and in perfect ways. We begin where your results actually begin in a language. Most money stress doesn't start in the bank balance. It starts in the sentence you mutter at the mirror, "I'm probably not the one they'll pick." Easy money is dangerous. I'm not the kind who lands big contracts. Those lines act like unconscious agreements. Law doesn't pity. Law responds to identity. Are you speaking like a beggar or like an heir who commands under grace? Keep Shinn's sealing phrase on every decree under grace and in perfect ways, so every manifestation arrives clean, safe, and for the good of all. To replace luck with law, use 2 moves: deny and affirm. Denial isn't fighting reality, it's unplugging the old belief. Example: I deny any belief that my supply depends on chance. Then close the new circuit with affirmation I now receive supply through the right people, in the right ways at the right time, under grace, and in perfect ways. Don't chant like a charm, speak like you've decided. Shinn's standard words don't vent feelings, words establish orders. Does this work? Outside lottery talk, 3 practical everyday cases. A debt cleared in 14 days. Lan carried $3,200 on a high-interest card. Each morning triggered panic, that's the nervous system in alarm. She ran a 3-minute ritual. 1. Deny. I deny the belief that debt defines my value. 2. Affirm. I welcome a clear payoff plan, an unexpected supply under grace and in perfect ways. 3. Small aligned actions: call the bank to convert interest, sell an unused item, ping former clients with a mini offer. In 2 weeks, a $180 refund, a $600 sale, and a $1,200 package. No airy miracle, just language, plus soothed nerves, plus legal aligned action. Now the law had a track. A stalled proposal signed. Min had a $25,000 proposal, sitting for 3 weeks. Instead of needy follow-ups, he entered the command room, hand to heart, 4-7-8 breathing. Then slowly, I deny unnecessary delay. My word lands with the decision-maker under grace and in perfect ways. He sent 1 value email, no push, adding a 90-day outcome case study. That afternoon a call. Next day signed with 40% deposit. The shift wasn't the number of pings, it was the frequency of the words before he hit send. A fall-from-the-sky career move, on purpose. Ha wanted product marketing, but feared she didn't have the right credentials. Each night she practiced 5 I am lines in Shinn's spirit. I am the open door. I am ready for the right team, the right role, at the right pay, under grace, and in perfect ways. She rewrote her LinkedIn to outcomes, posted a brief campaign analysis, and sent 3 virtual coffee invites. The next week, a hiring director DM'd her, quick interview, hybrid role, 30% pay bump. Not randomness, identity, plus words, plus aligned motion. These examples stay faithful to Shinn. Don't limit the infinite by staring at limitation. When you name yourself rightly, reality tries to obey. Shift from victim of circumstance to steward of grace. The victim says, I hope this week is kinder. The steward says, I command this week to open the right doors under grace and in perfect ways, and I'm ready to receive. One waits for a signal, the other becomes the signal. If your language still leaks scarcity, run this 5-line swap each morning. I'm always late. I arrive on time with grace and opportunity. It's hard to earn more. Supply flows through legal channels I haven't seen yet. I'm not the type who gets picked. I'm the channel law trusts to circulate wealth. I'm afraid of money arriving fast. I welcome the right amount with peace and responsibility. If I'm lucky, I speak and it is established under grace and in perfect ways. Mind your voice. Speak like the signer, not the one begging for a signature. Lengthen the spine. Breathe deeper. Slow your tempo by half a beat. End each decree with Shinn's seal under grace, and in perfect ways the ethical guardrail that brings money rightly, not crookedly. Let your heart touch the circle of people practicing authoritative speech. In the comments, write 1 line you'll use for the next 7 days, e.g., I received the right supply, through the right people, in the right ways for today's needs under grace, and in perfect ways. Each comment anchors word into reality. Together we'll spot the receipts of alignment, a discount, a reply, a call you didn't expect. Keep the simple, powerful frame. See, speak, receive. See with the eye of faith, frame the moment. Speak as one signing the order. Deny the old belief. Affirm the needed good. Receive as one already ready posture. Breath, one small clean financial decision. You don't need repeating numbers. You need a body trained for plenty so you don't flinch when opportunity walks in. Next, we'll step into identity shift from I'm trying to I'm the channel through which wealth must flow. We'll practice speaking from already received, not almost there. When identity moves, the law stops hesitating and simply acts. If this lands, carve your name with one decree below, I speak, and it is established under grace and in perfect ways. Subscribe to stay near the flame of disciplined speech. Every time you return, we'll see speak and receive cleanly, peacefully, and sustainably. You can't command like a king, while still thinking like someone begging for luck. The law responds to identity faster than it responds to words. If inside you're still naming yourself, I'm trying even beautiful sentences, carry the frequency of almost. But when you step into, I have received every syllable becomes a decree. As Florence Scovel Shinn reminds us, your word is your wand, and the wand only works when the one who holds it knows who they are. This isn't about saying prettier lines, aha ascends, it's about becoming the person the law cannot ignore. Picture two invisible tracks beneath your feet. Track 1 is almost, I hope this time, maybe someday. I'm probably not ready. Track 2 is already I'm ready. Opportunity is moving toward me. I am a channel of wealth under grace and in perfect ways. Every small choice in your day, how you stand, how you open your banking app, how you answer email casts a vote for one of these tracks, and the law simply runs on the track you chose without judgment. The identity of already won is not an act. It's vibrational accuracy, body, mind, and word in alignment. Your posture is tall yet soft, your breath deep, your sentences short, clear, and authoritative. You don't plead, you sign with your word, and you fence it ethically under grace and in perfect ways, so what comes is right, clean, safe, and for the good of all. The 3-minute morning-evening ritual to anchor identity in the body. Identity needs habit to take root. Here's a simple 3-minute practice morning and night to lock already into your nervous system. Morning. Minutes, the step 1. 3 decrees enter 45 seconds. I speak, and what must appear appears under grace and in perfect ways. I am the open door to right supply, right people, right timing. Money reaches me today through honest channels I receive with ease. Step 2. 3 breathing rounds, 60-75 seconds. Hand on heart, inhale, 4 hold, 7 exhale, 8. Whisper already each round. Step 3. 30 seconds of already received imaging. A specific scene, a payment confirmation email, a paid in full bill. The call that says, we chose you. Don't daydream, record the feeling, steady heartbeat, soft shoulders, a small smile. Evening. 3 minutes. Step 1. 3. Thank you lines, 45 seconds. I acknowledge today's signs and I'm grateful. What's unfinished is advancing under grace and in perfect ways. I sleep in a field of abundance. I wake to ready opportunities. Step 2. 3 rounds to release tension, 60-75 seconds. Inhale. 4. Hold. 4. Exhale. 6. Whisper at ease. Step 3. 30 seconds of all is well imaging. See wide margins in your accounts, a clean calendar, a peaceful home. Let the sense of enoughness sink into your shoulders and belly. Bottom line. Don't beg in the morning and worry all day. You seal the morning with embodiment and cool the evening so your nervous system learns abundance is normal. The FSS I am set. Name yourself so the law recognizes you. Choose 5-7 of these. Read slowly in a settled voice. End with under grace and in perfect ways. I am the open door for right opportunities and clean money. I am the channel through which wealth must come under grace and in perfect ways. I am ready and aligned. All right arrangements are moving toward me. I am the voice the law obeys. What I decree is established. I am calm stewardship. I care well for what comes to me. I am supplied and protected. My wealth is safe and transparent. I am generous circulation. As I give, the flow accelerates. I am a magnet for right opportunities. People projects provision arrive on time. I am wisdom in spending. My financial decisions are sound. I am well paid for the value I bring. I am debt-free by law. Each balance dissolves in right ways, right timing. I am grateful. This or something better now, under grace and in perfect ways. Read less but truer rather than longer and hollow. When your I am shifts, every I am. Inside your day shifts with it. Micro-identity, 6 small moments that choose your track. Opening the banking app. Don't hunt for errors. Decree, these numbers aren't final. Growth is being established. A silent inbox. Instead of "they're ghosting me," say, "right responses are en route and I am ready." Walking into a meeting, slow your pace by half a beat. Lengthen your spine open with, "Here's what we can create." Paying a bill, whisper, "I send money out and it returns, multiplied under grace and in perfect ways." Facing the mirror. Trade I'm exhausted for, I'm replenishing to receive. Closing the day, capture 3 small evidences: the law answered, an appointment, a discount, a professional compliment. These look tiny, but the law reads the micro. Every micro behavior is a ballot for already. Before the new, unplug the old prior to naming your I am cut power to the old identity with 2 to 3 clear denials. I deny the identity of the one who's always short. I deny the fear that fast money would ruin me. I deny letting luck define my path. Then close the circuit with your I am. This handoff tells your brain and nervous system the lead role has changed. Let your environment help stage already. Phone wallpaper. A minimalist. I am the open door on a bright background. Desk remove debt energy clutter. Add a give, save, invest, enjoy jar. Calendar book a weekly 20-minute money date review numbers. Give thanks, decree, adjust one behavior. Voice speak. 10 to 15% slower. Land your word endings, drop filler words. Power lives in the rhythm. Identity is thin alone, but thick in community. Post one personal I am with your name to anchor it in our shared space, then return for 7 days to report one small proof. Evidence is the language the nervous system trusts fastest. Why this works, a quick psychology view. The brain doesn't sharply distinguish between felt imagery and an event already lived. Your nervous system reads posture plus breath plus language to decide if receiving is safe. Morning practice trains your body not to self-sabotage when money and opportunity knock. Already one identity reduces the friction of receiving you accept without shrinking guilt spending or self-undoing. You now have the already foundation. One silent bottleneck remains the fear of big money, arriving quickly, that tiny flutter in your chest that makes you step back when the real opportunity appears. Next, we'll unwind that fear systematically, regulate the nervous system, rewrite the vow of just enough, and build a 4-bucket stewardship frame so you can welcome increase in peace, true to Florence Scovel Shinn's spirit. Everything comes under grace and in perfect ways. There's a clever whisper that often hides behind our prayers for abundance. If money comes too fast, I'll fall apart. People will judge me. Big money isn't clean. That whisper isn't truth. It's a nervous system protection program written during years of scarcity. If we don't meet it, we'll unconsciously slam the brakes the moment the law starts moving us toward plenty. Florence Scovel Shinn gives us a moral handrail to cross this bridge under grace and in perfect ways. Let it be both a prayer and a filter for any income that enters your life. First, teach your body that abundance is safe. When the body is at ease, the mind stops inventing worst-case scripts. When the mind stops inventing, your word returns to being a decree. A 2-minute nervous system micro-practice. Before any money affirmations, sit tall but soft. Relax shoulders, jaw, and neck. Breathe. 4 to 7, 8. Inhale through the nose for 4, hold. 7, exhale. Through the mouth for 8, repeat 3 rounds. Round and whisper safe. Round 2, plenty. Round 3 received. Then do a 60-second body scan from crown to toes, releasing a little tension at each point, like opening tiny valves. In 2 minutes, you shift from survival into receptive mode. Now you speak. But before you affirm, you deny, you unplug fear. I deny the belief that fast, large money will corrupt me or endanger me. I deny dependence on luck. I deny the idea that receiving more takes from someone else. Then you seal a new circuit. I accept only clean, safe, lawful streams of money serving the good under grace and in perfect ways. I am a calm, wise steward of grace. I receive and use money as one who's trusted. Notice the chest open. The voice prints a tone that is unhurried, unhyped, not pleading, already decided. To melt fear for good, the body needs proof that money can arrive with order. Build a simple, strong frame. Stewardship with 4 buckets. Give, save. Invest, enjoy. This isn't rigid financial advice. It's a flexible map, so money has clear lanes, no leaks, no chaos. A bucket hat 1. Give suggested 10%. You don't lose, you circulate. Purposeful giving teaches your nervous system. Money flows through me and I remain safe. Give with joy, not debt. Direct it to community, genuine needs, or meaningful projects. And keep the ceiling phrase under grace and in perfect ways, right people, right timing. Bucket 2. Save suggested 25%. Your safety buffer, emergency fund, goal funds, and debt payoff. When a surprise bill arrives and you handle it smoothly, your system learns plenty isn't dangerous, saving isn't fear of the future, it's the throat support so your song doesn't cut out mid-note. Bucket 3. Invest suggested 40%. Growth. Your education tools, business projects, or investment vehicles that fit your understanding and risk comfort. Begin each decision with, I choose opportunities aligned with wisdom and conscience, under grace and in perfect ways. You're not chasing waves, you're choosing currents. Bucket 4. Enjoy suggested 25%. Permit nourishment. Now, a small trip, a warm dinner with your people, a yoga class. Conscious enjoyment is nervous system training, so abundance becomes normal, not a rare event. Well-nourished, you decide more clearly and speak more gently. Percentages can flex with life as long as you map the flow. With a map, the fear of dirty, unsafe money fades, because the mind knows every dollar passes through grace's filter and responsibility's hallway. You're not here to clutch money, you're here to circulate it rightly. A day in this rhythm mini-script, morning micro-practice, 4-7-8, 60-sec body scan, then decree, I receive supply through the right people, in the right ways, at the right time, under grace, and in perfect ways. Midday, an old client emails to return. You reply in an already decided tone. My word lands. Evening, that a bill arrives. You pay from save calmly. You send a small scheduled give. You set a 20-minute money date for the weekend to review buckets. Lights out 3 breaths, 3 thanks. 30 seconds, picturing already handled. The body learns a new lesson. Money comes, moves, rests in order. Still worried what others might think if you have more. That's fear of losing the tribe. Remember, wealth under grace doesn't separate you, it expands you to help better and wiser. You don't have to prove anything by splurging or by hiding. Walk calmly and keep the seal under grace and in perfect ways. That seal dissolves the dirty money myth. Every dollar you admit to your life travels an ethical channel, hurting no one, bending no conscience. Put a note on your mirror if you like. I receive clean, safe, lawful money. I steward it wisely and gladly. All manifestations unfold under grace and in perfect ways. Each reading 1 round of 4-7-8 and a shoulder release. Think of it as physiotherapy for the soul, light, steady, long term. And because identity seals faster and circle, Join our word discipline community. Comment, I receive clean and safe money. I steward grace and peace under grace and in perfect ways. If you're willing to share one stewardship step, you'll take this week, set up 4 buckets, choose your percentages, schedule a money date, or finish a small debt. When you publish, you anchor your word in reality and we witness for one another. Feel the rhythm forming calm body, decided word, mapped money. Fear dissolves. Plenty becomes normal. This isn't a spell, it's order. And when order is present, the law works silently. Next episode, we'll pair 2 sharp tools, the law of expectation and the law of substitution. You'll learn to check your daily expectation, level swap, I never win, for I am the one the law cannot overlook, and store small proofs so the nervous system believes faster than the intellect. Once expectation is locked, coincidences thicken like rain arriving on time. Stay with me, just a few right words can change your whole week under grace and in perfect ways. There's a razor-thin, decisive difference. The hoper stands at the doorway peering out. The expectant person is already in the room setting the table. Expectancy is the frequency of already received, quiet, unfussy, certain. In the spirit of Florence Scovel, Shinn law does not respond to vague wishing. Law responds to the command of someone who knows who they are. In this segment, we pair 2 tools, the law of expectation and the law of substitution. One tunes your inner tone, the other swaps your outer sentence, so your words stop sounding like wishes and start functioning like decrees, always sealed with the ethical handrail under grace and in perfect ways. Expectation is a living tone, not just words. You've seen it, the same affirmation I receive, right to supply on time, yields different outcomes depending on tone. Hope carries the taste of waiting. Expectancy carries the posture of readiness. Try a tiny experiment, hand on heart, slow breath, and speak calm, clear, one word at a time, I am ready. What is right is here with me under grace and in perfect ways. If your shoulders drop and breath deepens, your tone has shifted. Expectation doesn't ask you to fake having it or show off. It asks you to drop delaying language. Phrases like it's coming. I hope maybe feel polite, but push your good far away. Expectancy replaces them with present tense reality happening, present ready, I'm handling it. The 5D expectation meter score, 0 to 10, daily. To make expectancy a habit, measure it. Each day, score yourself 0 to 10 across 5 dimensions, then log the total max 50. The goal isn't 50-50, it's a rising average. Your nervous system trusts trends more than moments. Body posture, shoulders, breath, 0 hours tense, collapsed, 10 is relaxed and alert. Voice slower, clearer, decided. 0 all scattered, 10 all steady, no whine. Calendar 1-2 focused blocks for value, revenue. 0 equals empty, 10 is clearly prioritized. Money, micro acts, a tidy payment, a value email, a kind follow-up. 0 equals avoidance, 10 equals clean action. Language, no hope, maybe someday. Use I am, I do, I'm ready. 0 else is delayed, 10 is present. The law of substitution. Unplug the old line, plug in the new. You can't delete a belief by not thinking of it. The vacuum pulls it back. So we substitute short denial, clear affirmation, small action. Read slowly in a decided tone and always seal under grace and in perfect ways. Old, new 10. Everyday swaps. Probably not my turn yet. I'm handling the right thing today under grace and in perfect ways. Money that comes fast is dangerous. I receive money that is clean, safe, lawful, and rightly used under grace and in perfect ways. I'm not one of the chosen. I am a trustworthy channel for wealth to circulate. Good jobs are rare. Right opportunities arrive regularly, and I recognize them quickly. I fear financial mistakes. I decide wisely, lessons arrive gently. If I'm lucky, then I speak, and what must be present is present under grace and in perfect ways. Who knows when it will ever be enough? Sufficiency is the standard in my space. They probably won't pick me. The right people seek me out, and I'm ready to answer. I always have to wait. I live in the on-time rhythm of grace. I'm not good with money. I steward grace calmly and clearly, day by day. Use the 3R formula: resist denial. I cancel the old sentence's control. Replace affirm, speak the new line. Rehearse, practice, repeat 3 times. Each time, exhale and drop your shoulders. Receipts of alignment: proof your body can trust. Logic believes later. The body believes small proofs. Start a page titled Receipts of Alignment. Each day, note 3 tiny signals: a courteous reply, a surprise discount, a kind comment, a helpful call. Don't just list the event, also record the new sentence you spoke earlier. After 7 days, you'll see the grain pattern between word and result. That's the evidence your nervous system trusts most. 90. Second expectation. Lock in anytime reset. When you feel yourself sliding back into hope, run this 90-second reset. 30s. Breathe. 4 to 7, 8. 1.5 rounds. Soften shoulders. 30s. Substitution: speak one old new pair. 30s. Present tense imagery: see the email offer already in hand. Feel calm spread in your chest. Seal with now under grace and in perfect ways. 2 common leaks and the fix. Hedge talking out both sides. Probably won't work, but hopefully. Fix: cut the fluff. Keep the core. I'm handling the right thing today. Toggle on, off morning. Already received noon 1 bad comment. Maybe not. Fix: run the 90-second reset, then take 1 micro-act value email, small payment schedule, a call. Present tense language in 4 daily scenes. Opening your banking app. These numbers are shifting by my command under grace and in perfect ways. Looking at your calendar, I'm reserving time for value and revenue. Replying to a client. Here's a plan designed to produce outcomes in 30 to 90 days. Closing the day. I'm logging 3 receipts of alignment. Speak like the one signing the document, not the one begging for a signature. Community practice comment prompt. Write 1 line where others can witness it, and it's worth 10 whispered in private. In the comments post, your 1-5D expectation score today out of 50. 2. 1 substitution line you'll practice for 7 days. 3. 1 receipt of alignment you noticed this week. Signature at the end. Shared witness turns expectancy into an atmosphere, not just a private effort. Why? Expectation plus substitution click. Expectation tunes the frequency. Substitution supplies the language that matches it. One is the transmitter, the other the music. When they agree, law doesn't dither, it executes. Sealing every sentence under grace and in perfect ways keeps an ethical filter on the channel. Only what is right, safe, lawful, and for the common good is allowed through. You've tuned your tone, expectation, and swapped your sentences, substitution. Next, we bring it into the body walk wardrobe decisions and environment, not flashy, just on frequency. In Part 5, the 10-point daily embodiment checklist, a 20-minute weekly money date, and how micro-behaviors become tracks that money runs on. When body-mind-word line up, you stop chasing. You simply open the door. And as Shinn would say, all comes to you under grace and in perfect ways. Your word is your wand, yet that wand shines brightest in a steady hand. Your body is the resonant chamber for the word. When body, mind, and speech line up, the law stops hesitating and simply executes. In this segment, we don't add more magic phrases. We configure your life so the words you've already spoken can land cleanly, calm, lawful, durable, under grace, and in perfect ways. First, adopt the pace of someone who has already received. The almost there person rushes. The already received person moves 1 beat slower. Walk into the meeting, 10-15% slower spine. Tall shoulders, open eyes, warm. Trim 20% of the words from important emails and keep the clear directive. Here's the 30 to 90-day outcome we can create. Speed is a signal to your nervous system that says it's safe for prosperity to arrive. Now anchor a daily embodiment. 10 small votes for already. Each morning stand tall for 2 minutes and breathe deep, shoulders open. When you speak important lines, drop your tempo by half a beat and articulate each word. Dress with intentional sufficiency, clean, well-fitting, chosen, never performative. Clear one small surface desk or nightstand to invite order. Swap I hope, it's coming for, it's happening, is present, I'm ready. Make one micro financial move, pay a small bill, send an invoice, or do a warm follow-up. Set one kind boundary that protects your frequency. Give a micro gift, $5, $20, or 10 minutes of real help to keep circulation alive. Log 3 tiny receipts of alignment. Close the day with the ethical seal. Everything that comes to me is under grace and in perfect ways. Give this 2 or 3 weeks and sufficiency shifts from an event to a baseline. Money also needs a standing appointment to learn to trust you. Create a 20-minute weekly money date at a fixed time. Quiet, warm light, gentle music. Minutes 1 to 3 breathe, 4 to 7 8. Then slowly, I steward grace calmly and clearly under grace and in perfect ways. Minutes 4 8 look at accounts and spending without judgment. Just note. Minutes 9 to 12 move funds through 4 jars, give, save, invest. Enjoy by your chosen ratios, e.g. 10, 25, 40, 25, and press confirm on small transactions to keep flow tidy. Minutes 13 to 16, one micro decision, send one value email schedule, one call, or clear one tiny bill. Minutes 17 to 20, write 3 gratitudes and 1 directive for next week. I handle project opportunities smoothly and on time. Repeat weekly. Resistance, anxiety, guilt drops because money loves order. Let your environment speak on your behalf. Set your phone wallpaper to a simple, I am the open door. Keep only the cards you actually use in your wallet. Corral paper receipts in one clip. On your desk, place one symbol, a candle, a quartz, or a family photo, and 4 small jars labeled Give, Save, Invest, Enjoy. Block one 90-minute deep work session each week for revenue or long-term value. Each evening, 5 minutes to reset a shared space. Physical order lowers mental noise so your words can be heard. Use the 3C decision rule. Calm. Clear, clean. Calm, decide on steady breath, relaxed muscles. Clear, state the outcome. Milestone and first step. Clean, let the choice pass the conscience test. It should stand in the light. If any C is missing, wait 24 hours. The small delay protects the larger frequency. Practice receiving as a skill. When someone compliments you, answer, thank you, I receive. When opportunity appears, say, yes, thank you. Next step is specific. When money arrives, whisper, welcome, you have a home here under grace and in perfect ways. Receiving is embodied. Soften the eyes, drop the shoulders, lengthen the exhale. Teach your body that abundance is safe. Install a 30-second tiny pivot whenever you catch yourself sliding into lack. Jaw, soft, shoulders open. Exhale longer than you inhale. Say 3 times, I am handling the right thing right now. It's a velvet emergency brake that stops the mind from writing disaster fiction. 5 micro rituals for busy days. A note by the door. Walk softly, speak clearly, receive gently. When you lock the car or close a door, whisper all in order. Before pressing send on a crucial email, inhale. 4, hold. 4, exhale. 6, affirm my word lands. At the checkout, smile, I send money out. It returns multiplied under grace and in perfect ways. In a line, offer a clean wish for the person ahead, blessing them clears your own lane. Dress your frequency. This isn't luxury, it's intention. Choose textures that let you breathe and colors that slow your speech. A clean watch, a solid pair of shoes you're signaling I'm here to sign. People trust not the logo, but the frequency you carry. Rehearse enjoyment as nourishment. One small joy a week. Park time. A book, a warm dinner. Don't wait to be worthy. Joy goes first, so your nervous system learns that sufficiency is normal. Put it on the calendar. Treat it as a spiritual discipline. Let identity harden with witnesses. Drop a comment with 3 things. One daily 10 you'll keep for the next 7 days. Your fixed money date time, e.g. sun 8:30 p.m., and the tiny pivot line you'll use when worry rises. Sign your name. We'll be witnesses for each other, each comment a brick in the quiet temple where wealth can dwell safely. You've learned to walk, stand, and speak from sufficiency. You've laid tracks for the law to glide. Now seal the whole journey with a closing that establishes reality, a brief round of denials and affirmations, a purposeful invitation to comment, and one short ritual to lock this week's circuit under grace and in perfect ways. If you've stayed with me to the final minute, the door is already open. Florence Scovel Shinn whispers through time, "Your word is your wand." Tonight's journey had one purpose: help you remember that luck is a shaky shadow, but law is a living order that answers an authoritative voice. When you speak as one who has received reality, stops being a wall and becomes a mirror. Blink. Once slow the heart and look back. You learn to trade luck. Law shift almost. Already calm, the fear of big money arriving fast, with breath and body scan. Lay the tracks with a 4-part stewardship. Set your tone with the law of expectation. Swap out old phrases with the law of substitution, and wear sufficiency through micro behaviors. All for one aim. Return the word to the throne of your life. Gentle, lawful, lasting under grace and in perfect ways. It's time to seal, hand on heart. One deep breath. Speak slowly, clearly, as if signing a document. My voice establishes what must appear. My word takes form and lands in the right place. I welcome right supply, right people, right process, right timing, under grace and in perfect ways. You don't need to shout, you need to know. Your nervous system is learning a new rhythm. Abundance is normal. When body, mind, and word align, the law has only one job left to carry it out. Before we close, I invite you to stamp this moment in the comments, not to boost engagement, but so you can be a witness to yourself. Post 3 lines. One present tense decree you'll use for the next 7 days, for example. I am the open door to right supply under grace and in perfect ways. One micro act you'll take within 24 hours. A value forward email, a small payment, a scheduled meeting. One recent alignment receipt. A reply, a discount, a sign. Then sign your name. When you write the word anchors to earth, when a community sees it, the identity of already received grows sturdy. If this message met you where you are, subscribe and tap the bell, not as noise, but as a quiet covenant to stay near the discipline of the word. No pressure, no hype, just a promise every time you return will light another anchor point for sufficiency. Here's a 60-second ritual to launch your week. Breathe in. 4, hold. 7, out. 8, whisper, I am safe, I am supplied, I have received. Read the ceiling line. The right good appears for me now under grace and in perfect ways. Smile a little and send one action that matches your word. And a final preview next week. I'll share a 7-minute morning affirmation track with a printable daily 10. You can keep at your desk a short sequence to step into the already frequency and keep the rhythm for 4 hours. If that would serve you, stay close.